Hey everybody, it's Christy at Hooks and Horseshoes. Welcome to my channel. I appreciate you for stopping by and taking the time out of your day to watch what I have to share. I haven't made a video like this in a couple of months just because it's just been kind of hectic with the kids being out of school and just, you know, life in general. So I'm hoping that now they're in school I have a little bit more downtime that I can get some more videos out. So I want to start with some finished objects that I have. I guess you could say it's quite a few. First we're going to start with a pattern. I might have followed someone initially, but I think I just kind of winged it. I was doing this more to learn the stitch than anything. It's the plaid pattern you know, it's just a plaid pattern, no name or anything. It's just a headband, and I was practicing the plaid stitch. This is Clemson colors for anyone that knows anything about Clemson Tigers. I myself am not a fan of football, so this is actually, I made this for a friend who is a fan of Clemson Tigers, or the Clemsons, and so I was really happy with how this turned out. I definitely can see making more in different colors and different styles. I think even a beanie would really be really nice in this stitch, and I know there's some out there. I think next time, this is double crochet. I think next time I'm gonna do half double just to see if it makes it like a tighter looking stitch. But anyway, this is just a headband, plaid headband that I made for a friend. I'm gonna give that to her here in the near future. The next, I do have another headband, and this is called the Hope Ear Warmer by Rebecca Langford. I have made these before, and I'm pretty sure that this is a Hobby Lobby yarn. I don't have a ball band, so I can't tell you the name or the brand or the color way or anything, but this is the Hope Ear Warmer, like I said, by Rebecca Langford. Excuse me for my tongue-tiedness. Again, I think it's cute. I like this pattern. I like the way it looks. It's hard to tell with the dark colors, but it's really nice. Okay, and I want to go ahead and do the Divine Hat. I have done a number of the Divine Hats. They're really popular. I first saw them, I think, the Crafty Floridian, and then oh my goodness, Rose at Rose Likes Crochet. I knew. I was sitting here writing this note out. As I'm writing this out, I'm thinking, okay, just go by the list, because if you try to add anything, you're gonna mess it up. Anyway, the Divine Hat. I've made 5 that I know of and that I can remember. I've gifted one, so I don't have it here with me. I'll try to add it up here. But this is, okay, this is the same, excuse me, this is the same yarn. And again, you can't really see because of the dark colors, but you can't really see the stitch of it. But it's the Divine Hat. I like how it turned out. You can kind of see it like that. And then this one is, I don't think I had a ball band, but I think it is some Karen yarn. I was able to make two Divine Hats, and a friend of mine took the other one. So it's a really simple hat, and if you've watched my channel for any length of time, I think I've spoke about how making beanies and hats is always a struggle for me, because I make them too small for whatever reason. You know, I crochet too tight, or you don't use the right hooks. So these Divine Hats are really easy, and I've been able to make them so that they fit even my hand. So this one, and then in the last video I did, what I'm getting ready to show you, I used this yarn in another pattern. It was the Monsoon Shawl, I believe. But this is the same yarn that I used for that shawl. You can definitely see the pattern on this and the stitches, how pretty it is. And it fits my head. It'll fit my head. This one I made up just the other day to finish up some leftover yarn. I think this is Red Heart. I'm not sure, Neon Stripes or something maybe. But I thought it turned out really well. It's cute. I think I'm going to put me make me a pom-pom with, because I had just a little bit left over of the bright colors. So I'm going to mix that with some black and maybe some yellow and make a pom-pom for this. And then, like I said, the other one that I made was gifted to a friend of mine. She was down a couple weeks ago, and I gave it to her as a birthday gift. The next pattern, oh, it's a hat, a beanie. It's called the top down Katniss Hat. I've made this before, but again, when I made it, it was really small. Really small. I gifted it to a friend, but even her daughter, who was, you know, just, what, 2 or 3 or 4 at the time, was not even able to wear it. So I stopped. I've learned that if I come across a pattern that I struggle with, I'll work with it for a little bit, but if I struggle, I'll stop and put it down and let some time pass, and then I'll pick it back up, and usually it comes a lot easier to me. So I've done that with this hat, and like I said, this is let me see if I can't tell if it's, yeah, there it goes. But it's a really cute hat, and it's not that hard once I got going. But I think again, I didn't have a ball band for this yarn. It's kind of small. I mean, it will fit my head, but it stretches. I'll have to stretch it, and so again, I'm going to keep trying, because I just got to figure out if I need to loosen my tension, find a bigger hook. But this, it's really cute. This is the seam, which I was really pleased with. It's, I mean, it's visible, but it's not terrible. You know what I'm saying? So this will fit my nephew and my son, but it's kind of tight on my son. But the top down Katniss Hat. In this, I'm part of a Facebook group, and that's where I found this pattern from. I'll try to link that down below. I'm going to link all the patterns that I've mentioned, and I'll try to link this Facebook group down below. Anything else that I need to link, I'll link it down below. It says here, this pattern is an adaptation of the Messy Bun Katniss Hat by Belle at Hacken and Zoo. I've never heard of that, but anyway, I'm going to keep this pattern because I want to try it again. I want to get better at it, and the only way to do that is keep trying. Okay, so my next one is, let's see, let me go with this one. This is a poncho that I had worked on with some Hobby Lobby yarn. Clearance yarn. I've messed up a number of places, but I didn't frog it. I just continued. I'm going to make this pattern again because I really like it. And you can wear this poncho. There's nothing, I mean, it's got a couple of flaws, but it's not, you know, it's not so bad that it would look terrible wearing. So I'm going to make it again, and I definitely learned from this go around for the next time. But it's called the Sonoma Sunburst Poncho by Maria Bittner, is how I pronounce her last name. Bittner. And I used Yarn Bee's Urban Chic in Aqua, about 2.5 skeins. And I still have 1, 2, 3. Yep, got plenty left to do. A little over 5 skeins left. But this is the poncho. I really, really like it. I went exactly by what the pattern called for. I used the exact hooks. There's 2 different size hooks. You do one, I can't remember the size of the hooks, but you know, this is one size, and then when you switch to the, is it cow fillet stitch? When you switch to that, it's a different size. Next time I do it, I will go up in both size hooks and bigger hooks, because I think that will make a difference for me. But I really like this pattern. It's just so pretty, and this yarn is drapery. It's got a sweet flow, nice flow. Let me show you my flaws, and I want to show you my flaws because I was watching Carrie from Carrie Penny, Happy Crafty Homemaker. Happy Crafty Homemaker. Anyway, I was watching her yesterday, and she made a comment about a comment that she made to me a while back last year, and how I had, on one of my videos, was talking about a mistake or something, and how we never show our mistakes. Well, I'm going to show my mistake. But like I said, I didn't frog it. I just kept going. Call it laziness, call it just frustration, whatever. It was before I realized I was so many rows down when I realized the mistake. And I was like, I just don't want to go back. So I didn't go back, and I just kept on going. But here is, let me see. Oh, this is a front side. I call this the good side. And this is the bad side. Let me see if you can tell. But it kind of starts curving right here. Yeah, let me see. It's hard to even tell. Yeah, it's hard to even tell. You might not even be able to see on the camera. But it starts curving right there. And then down here at the bottom in the lacy part, I didn't put enough stitches. Now this is going to be on both front and back. But I messed up on I misread the pattern. Again, this is not the pattern's fault or the person who wrote the pattern. It's my fault for not reading the pattern correctly. But it's kind of, it doesn't, if you can see, I'm not sure how to, but it pulls a little bit. And you can tell that it's not even. It doesn't meet, like the front, this part doesn't meet this part. They're uneven. But again, like I said, I'm going to make this again. I really like it. And this is the first time I've ever made a poncho, so I'm learning as I go. Learning as I go. Like I said, I will put the links down below. My next pattern is the Fortune's Shawlette by I think it's Tamara Kelly from Moogly.com. If you happen to just watch this video, Miss Kelly, I apologize if I pronounce your first name. But it's from Moogly.com. I've made this once before. And this is just one skein of Lion brand mandala in the unicorn colorway. It's a really easy pattern, and I love, it's hard to see, let me see if I can get close up. The stitches are just so pretty, the way it comes out. Let me see. Yeah, I think is that focused? Yep, there we go. It's just really, it's just so pretty. It's a shawlette, so I guess it could also be like a scarf. But this is just a one skein of mandala. It's just a one skein project. So if you're looking for a one skein project, this would be great. I put tassels on the end because I wasn't able to go another round. So I just used remaining yarn and put tassels. So I think it turned out really pretty. I like the colors. Okay. It's a lot of projects. Again, but it's been a couple of months since I've actually posted a video about finished objects. This is the rainbow ripple blanket. It could be a baby blanket, but it could be just a regular old blanket. This is my second one. Yeah, I gave the first one away. And this is using Yarn Bee Sugar Wheel in the colorway Jelly Roll Goals. And it was 5 skeins. I had just a little bit left over. I think this is all I had left over from 5 skeins. Or 5 cakes, because this comes in cakes. But this is, let me stand up. It's going to be hard to see the whole thing. But I thought it was so pretty, and it's such an easy pattern to do. You know, one of those mindless things. I think Ella from No Catchy Name is actually working on one now, and she was talking about how it's just, you don't have to have a pattern, and it's one of those things you don't really have to think hard about. You don't have to refer back to a pattern. I used a number, I think I went to Jaden Stitches, and then also the pattern that I printed out for this. I think I referred back and forth to both of them. But anyway, I think it's pretty. I like how it turned out. Okay. I do believe, excuse me. Okay, so this is, I know, this shirt is from the Gulf Shore, Alabama. I was there in 2017 for Jake's spring break. That was part of our spring break trip. We have a friend that lives in, God, I'm so bad. She lives in Alabama, and this is about 4 hours from where she was. So, hey to my friends in Alabama. Okay, so, work in progress. I only have one at this time. In between this work in progress, I did make one of the Divine hats. So, this is, let me get the pattern. It's free, I believe, on her blog. Although I could not tell you. It's called the Uptown Poncho by Crochet Dreams. I am using Red Heart with Love, and it's this. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's hard to tell. But anyway, this is what I'm working on. And this is all I've gotten done. This is how I keep some of my patterns. I print some out. I print them out and punch holes in them and then stick them in here. I've got them everywhere. I got patterns everywhere. I've got patterns. Squirrel. Let me tell you about this, and I'll get back to the the Uptown Poncho. This is full of patterns. This is full of patterns, and this has some patterns in it. So I try to keep up with them as best I can. Okay, Uptown Poncho. This is all I have on it so far. I'm just checking my time, make sure I'm still in focus. It is herringbone half double crochet forever. Forever. So, it may take me, I don't want to mess this up. So I'm going to take my time, and if I get to the point where I'm tired of working on this, because, you know, you do the same stitch over and over and over, it can get, you know, exhausting. I'm going to take my time with it and put it down if I feel like I'm going to mess it up because I'm, you know, tired of working with it. And so I'll find something else that might be like a quick fix for me, something that's real quick to make and gives me that gratification that I've completed something. I'm looking forward to the outcome of that, though. I really think it's going to turn out really nice. Okay, so that's all my work in progresses. All my work in progresses and all my finished objects that I can think of. The next thing I want to mention is Ella from No Catchy Name allowed me to be a test pattern for her Hocus Pocus. Oh goodness, I'm doing it again. It's right here in front of me. Hocus Pocus, no, Hocus the Witch Frog. I apologize, Ella, I'm sorry. Hocus the Witch Frog. It's amigurumi. it, you know, it was a little bit, you know, because I'm not that great with amigurumi. But I said, I am going to do this. I'm going to do this. That's what I said, and I did it. And I'm happy with the outcome. This is Mr. Hocus, and it's the pattern that Ella from No Catchy Name just released. If I did struggle with a little bit, but it had nothing to do with the pattern and how she wrote it. Again, it's my way of looking at it and reading it and just trying to understand what is meant, because I'm still new at it, you know. But anyway, I'm really happy with it. I'm gonna make another one. This is his little feet, and I want to make one in the orange. I was thinking even purple might be pretty too, so I might do one in purple. But this is Hocus the Witch Frog. Thank you, Ella, for allowing me to do this and trusting me with it. I really appreciate it. And I believe that's it, y'all. I'm up to 21 minutes. I can't think of anything else right off the bat. Yeah. So, anyway, I hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. I hope you have a wonderful week. And we will talk soon. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.